0 out of 10. Oh, for videos like these, I like to do subtitles or dub. Excuse me. I like to dub for people who are on mobile. So I will be doing a bit of dubbing. Let me increase the volume. Too quiet. Okay, let's do it. End long working hours and resolve the gender pay gap. Resolve. Inequity and the plight of women are a disgrace to the international community. Stop it now. Stop now. Stop now.
Thousands are here today in Seoul protesting against what they describe as a growing anti-feminism movement in South Korea. Women fear that their rights are at stake because men are claiming to be victims of reverse discrimination and state that feminism has gone too far.
Don't erase gender equality for women. Strengthen gender equality policies. Strengthen.
In South Korea, a battle between men and women is spilling out onto the streets. Gender equality has always been elusive here, but a younger, louder generation of women is demanding that things change.
Move forward.
This focus on women's rights was triggered by the global Me Too movement, which began back in 2017. As women across the world shared their stories, women here also stepped forward.
최근 연예인들의 성폭행 문제가 끊이지 않...
Sorry, she was going too fast. There has been a surge of sexual assault allegations against entertainers.
있습니다.
옆자리에 앉아서
He sat next to me and wrapped his hands around my waist. Even though there's no concrete evidence, this really happened to me.
The allegations implicated politicians and priests. Actors and artists were named and shamed.
정말 부끄럽고
I am deeply ashamed and crushed.
But as the allegations grew, so did resentment among some men.
이것도
What's the spoil it. God, that put me in for the ringer, seeing that subtitle ahead of time. Fucking gamers, dude. What does it say? I'm on mobile? Don't worry. I don't want to spoil it. Okay? Oh God, Razer mouse. Oh no. Oh God. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Fuckers. Some stupid shit probably. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
이것도 페미니스트 분들이
It shows that feminists are obsessed with the penis.
남성의 성기에 좀 집착을 하는 부분이 있다.
저는 얘네들의 발화권력이
I'm scared of their ability to get attention.
정말 무서운 부분이라고 봐요.
정말 무소불위의 권력이죠.
They hold
그리고
absolute
저는
power.
이제 남성성이
I think if masculinity keeps disappearing,
거세되면 거세될수록 강간이 많이 일어나요.
many more rape crimes will happen.
Lee Hyun-jun is 29 and works as a manager at a pet food company. At the height of the Me Too movement, he joined a group that opposes feminism. They call it gender harmony.
사실 그
Back
당시에
then, feminism had become really popular,
페미니즘이 근데
but its growing popularity caused an exponential increase.
인기에 힘입어 남성들에 대한 매도, 뭐 조롱,
In
모욕,
acts of ridicule and mockery directly towards men.
굉장한 많은 일들이 벌어졌습니다. 그래서 남성들이 화가
This
나서
enraged men, and they started to distance themselves from women.
여성들을 멀리하기 시작했어요. 그 상태를 보고
I
있자.
couldn't just sit and let this situation go. Okay, I'm gonna say something, dude. If you see someone of your gender or whatever, or someone of your minority group or majority group doing shitty things, and it makes you upset because it's making your group look bad, you're a fucking moron. Okay? Now, there's a difference between the way that like media does certain things. So, for example, the way that media spins black crime versus white crime. When there's a white guy who fucking kills 10 people, it's like, father, brother, churchgoer had a difficult week. And it's like, the next news article is a black kid who stole a piece of bread because he was hungry. And it's like, absolute looting fucking monster thief ruining our country. It's like, wow, dude, I don't know about these headlines. These seem really fucked. There was that one, the most egregious example of this is there was flooding. It was from a hurricane in, I don't remember what state, in a state. And a white family, was it during Katrina? Yeah. A white family went to the local grocery store to get food. Was it Louisiana? Let me see if I can find it, because the headline is so much more insane than you think it is. And I think a lot of people don't. This is why people say listen to minorities. Listen to people when they talk about their lived experience. Because if you are not actively watching for it, let me see if this pulls up what I wanted to find. Fuck. If anyone has the link, I would really appreciate it. I'm struggling to find it right now. Oh, I found it. I'm a little liar. This is during the same hurricane in the same location in New Orleans. I'm sure I mispronounced that. Everyone's like, it's not New Orleans, it's New Orleans. Fuck you, motherfucker. Okay, I don't care. It's basically French, which means I don't have to care about it. Associated Press reported a young man, the kid is 14 years old, walks through chest-deep flood water after looting a grocery store in New Orleans on Tuesday, August 30th. And then it's a picture.
This video actually makes me think North Korea is the better society. Sure,
Stop.
they're behind on tech, but there is not anywhere near this level of antisocial thought in any North Korean. They're in a worse off situation financially, but still happier and in more happy relationships than those in the South.
Let's not do that. Let's not, okay? Let's not compare North Korea and South Korea. Okay. Back on the topic. I just don't want to open that discourse. I don't care what your opinion is. I don't want to open that discourse, okay? All right. Thank you. Please. I don't want to open the discourse. Please. I want to talk about this, which I have open on stream. And then, so a 14-year-old kid who went to the grocery store for food gets labeled as a young man who looted a grocery store. The same town with two white people, two residents wade through chest-deep water after finding bread and soda from a local grocery store. What's up with that? What is up with that? What's up with that? Finding, huh? Looting, huh? Friggin' win. Thank you for the 6 months, by the way. Bread's gonna be soggy. I mean, if the bag isn't closed, yeah. Why did I bring this up? Right. I brought this up because I was trying to explain that certain groups are portrayed very differently in the media. But if you see a group that is being disparaged publicly that is not a minority group, and it is not being disparaged by like some local media news organizations or whatever, and it's being disparaged by individuals, and that offends you, that's on you. It's like the people who have reported, who have self-reported after the Steven Crowder stuff and said, this isn't even that bad. This isn't even that bad. This is not even abuse. It's like,
가만히 있을 수가 없었습니다.
How are they being humiliated by women?
뭐 고추가 3cm니 뭐니.
it'd be like something like you have a 1-inch dick.
거기에다가
Or that
남성들은
all men are potential rapists.
모두 잠재적 강간 범죄자, 남성들은
That they're completely useless.
하등 쓸모없는 존재.
What do you think the
That is crazy. Sharky, thank you so much for the 4 months. Thank you. Dude, if you get offended by the statement, all men are potential rapists, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
consequences of the Me Too movement were in South Korea?
네, 남성들이 여성을 믿지 않게 됐습니다.
Men no longer trust women.
그래서 미투를 당할 수 있으니까
Any man could be at
하이힐을
risk. 1 second. Oh, fuck. I went
네,
back.
남성들이 여성을 믿지 않게 됐습니다. 그래서
Any man could be at risk of
미투를
being
당할 수
accused by Me
있으니까
Too.
하이힐을 신은 여자가
If you saw a woman wearing high heels fall down the stairs in front of you, you'd avoid helping her and you'd leave because touching her would be a risk.
And you mentioned false rape accusations. I mean, do you think that's a significant amount?
지금 많다고 생각합니다.
I'd say yes, many are false, especially compared with other countries.
Okay, we've seen data, though, from the Supreme Prosecutor's Office that less than 1% of rape cases in South Korea are
I did not want the top of the hour ad break.
Sorry about that. Dark Pulsing, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you. In response to her saying, data shows that less than 1% are false. False rape accusations are less than 1%, you say.
실제로
You often find yourself in a situation where the victim's testimony
오직 유일한 증거가
is the only one and only proof that is being brought forward. I do think some of those people might be unfairly accused.
Hyunjin and his group have plenty of...
Dude, like worldwide, you know how hard it is to get someone prosecuted for rape? Even in the cases of reported rape, not falsely accused, I think it's like less than 2% actually see any punishment. I want to know if this brain rot occurred naturally. God, victim testimony is literally evidence. Yeah, but women be lying, okay? Didn't you know that? In Canada, they make the victim go through the whole thing like there's no respect or boundaries. In the UK, they literally just say, oh, do you have any history of mental disorders or illnesses? You do. Well, sorry, your rapist goes free. Nothing we can do. It's out of our hands here. Oh, you were drinking? You had half a beer? No. Well, how do we know that you didn't want it? If you were drinking half a beer, you clearly did. It's like a complete shit show. Like, and that's like, generally speaking, that is the reality of how you are treated by the police across the globe. Even and in the US, it's like, it's also very shit. Many instances of many women that walk up to the police and they're like, hey, I was just sexually assaulted. I was raped. I would like to file an official report. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to help you. We're not going to help you. No. And then we're going to accidentally throw out 6,000 rape kits that had information for victims who had not finished processing everything for their case. It's sad. It's really sad. In the UK, they let the victim go through the whole traumatizing process of a rape kit and then not even process it. Yup.
of supporters. His YouTube channel has more than 61,000 followers. Today, they showed up to live stream the International Women's Day rally.
여성주의 평화 안보 구축하라!
저는 개인적으로 되게 뭐랄까
Personally, I feel like a lot of it is very emotional.
이런 감정들만 있는 내용들이라고 할까요?
그 예시로 차별금지법
For example, they talked about passing anti-discrimination laws.
강력하게 통과를 시켜야 된다라고 얘기를 했었는데 이게 사실은 표현 독재법이죠.
But they're trying to dictate what we think. I'm just going to assume that was a translation mistake, because what the fuck does that mean? We want equality. Look at them. They're literally silencing us. It's a culture thing. I did language exchange. It's weird as fuck. Like women openly berating other women. He died surgery openly. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think that just generally speaking, most cultures are sexist. Some slightly more than others, some in different ways than others, right? Like, I think a big thing that like conservatives and non-Americans try to like say is like, actually, you guys always talk about how bad racism is in the United States, but you know it's much worse in other countries, right? And what do you want me to do with that information? Am I supposed to stop caring about the racism here because it's worse somewhere else? That sounds fucking stupid. Or do you guys remember in like the Gamergate era where people would be like, you know, women in Saudi Arabia can't even drive. And you're sitting here trying to fight for an extra 10 cents on your paycheck? Huh? What are you even talking about? That has nothing to do. I don't understand. What are you... I can want better working conditions and try and champion these ideas. even if people are dealing with worse things in other places. I'm not just going to do nothing because other people have it worse. That sounds stupid. It sounds really, really dumb.
So Hyunjin,
If anyone's seen the series Unbelievable, it's based on a true story. The way that the detectives treat the victim is insane, and that's not even half all the shitty stuff they did while handling the case. Yeah.
is trying to find someone to speak to right now.
남자들한테 하실 말씀 많으실 것 같은데 좀 듣고 싶어요. 안 들어주실 거예요? 너무하시네.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
자, 그러면 부스를 돌아보겠습니다.
So Hyunjin is trying to find someone to speak to right now.
남자들한테 하실 말씀
I'm sure you have a lot to say to the men.
많으실 것 같은데 좀 듣고 싶어요. 안 들어주실 거예요? 너무하시네. 젠장. 자, 그러면 부스를 돌아보겠습니다.
Then let's go around the booth.
한국 남자들한테 하고 싶은 말이에요.
진짜요? 저 진짜 해도 돼요?
진짜 하세요. 진짜 하세요.
Can I really say anything? Yes, go ahead.
하셨으면 좋겠어요.
좀 씻고 다녀.
Men should take showers. Wait, she's so true for that. Listen, okay, look, not all men, okay? Not all men, but listen here, motherfuckers, okay? Can we all agree? Anyone here who's been to a convention center, we have to agree. The worst smelling person in that convention center is always a man. We agree, right? I'm not saying every man that goes doesn't shower, but the 10 worst stinky people are like men. Like 99 out of 100 times. You just please shower. Deodorant, please. I get it, dude. Listen, look. I get it, man. I sweat a lot. I don't know why I sweat a lot, but I do. But you have to just power through it, okay? Just do your best despite that, okay? Bidet gang, you need a bidet in your house if you don't have one, by the way.
씻고 다녀라.
그게 이제 성평등을 위해서 남자들은 씻고 다녀야
네,
된다고.
씻고 다녀라. 오줌 싸지 문 닫아라. 시민의식을 높이자는 얘기예요.
Take showers. Close the door when you pee. It's all about civic awareness.
예를 들어 화장실 갔는데 남녀 공용이야.
네.
And your point is? Question mark? My point is that you're ugly and you're annoying.
문 열어놓고
Like I go to the bathroom and it's unisex. I go inside and the door is open while someone's peeing.
안전했으면 좋겠어.
I want to be safe. You want it to be a safe environment.
운전해야 되고.
여자들이 어떤 고통
Men need to know what women are going through to empathize.
알아요.
공감해줘야 되고, 그죠?
성통제주의가 좀 많이.
It sounds like you're being a gender control freak. Woman. I think that in unisex bathrooms, men need to learn to close the stall when they're peeing. Because I don't want to see that. It sounds like you're being a gender control freak. What? The haters are awake? Yeah, they are.
그쪽에서 누르시는 것 같아요.
I think you're getting worked up. You're angry.
저한테 막 화내시고 저는 여기 가만히 있는데 얼굴이 여기까지만
I'm standing right here and your face is all the way up here.
나오시잖아요.
아니 약간 아니 프레임이 약간 쉬워졌어. 성통제주의라는
This is the first time I've heard anything like gender control freak. He's putting words in my mouth.
처음 들어봤어.
So Hyunjin is speaking to some feminists right now, and it's getting a little bit heated. They're having a disagreement.
She didn't even move. She literally didn't move. She's literally just standing there. And this fucking loser, this is how you know being a loser has nothing to do with your race, okay? This guy proves that anyone can be a loser. He's even doing the I had to do it to them pose. It's like the Korean I had to do it to him.
Step away then. I'm filming.
카메라 쪽에 고압적으로 하지 마시고요. 위협적으로 하지 마세요. 위협적으로 하지 마세요.
Okay, and now one of the guys is just telling a woman, don't be threatening.
위협적으로 하지 마세요.
Don't be violent.
쳐다보시고 와서 대화하세요. 대화하세요. 대화를 못 하시는 남성과
I think we just witnessed their inability to have a conversation. Debate me, bro, debate me. Oh, if you have so much to say about men, debate me. Oh, well, I think men should close the stall door when they pee. You know, you're getting really worked up, you're really angry, and you're like, in my face right now. Why doesn't anyone want to debate me anymore? Why doesn't anyone want to debate me? Someone please debate me. I don't understand. It's not like I was being the most bad faith, sexist, misogynistic piece of shit on the planet. Someone please debate me.
여성의 자유를 파괴하고 남성과 여성의 하모니를
The destruction of men and women's freedoms. The end of male-female harmony.
원천 차단시키는 그런 모습을 잘 볼 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
Was that successful?
네, 맞습니다. 그렇게 뭔가 만족스럽지 못해요.
No, it was not. I'm not very satisfied with that.
성평등에 대해서
I wonder if someone who really thought about gender equality
정말 생각한 사람이라면 오줌 싸는 거,
would talk about
샤워하는 거
urinating and showering like that.
할 수 있을까라는 생각이 듭니다.
But hygiene
What does that matter? What? I'm just so confused.
isn't what women are talking about here.
I'm so confused.
So can you tell me why you're here today? What are women facing in South Korea?
In reality, there are gender wage gaps at many companies for no reason. And there is gender inequality in the labor market and employment discrimination.
What do you think is at stake for women in South Korea?
Their dignity isn't guaranteed, their rights aren't guaranteed. And women are still dying, and women are still being raped. And women are still being assaulted, and they're not able to ensure their own survival.
The facts support these concerns. South Korea
I mean, I think taking showers is probably advice that men should take. Yeah. Stupid women are forcing me to wash my ass. Stop it.
has the worst gender pay gap among developed democracies. On average, women earn a third less than men. And when it comes to violent crime here, almost 90% of victims are women,
Omni.
compared to around 50% in the US. But despite this, the country's new leader, Yoon Suk-yeol, is planning to get rid of the ministry responsible for promoting gender equality. In fact, he campaigned on it and won the presidency.
뭐 공약인데 그러면 뭐 내가
Oh my god. Dude, the energy here is strange.
Won the presidency.
The reporter asks, do you plan to abolish the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family? He says, it was a promise. Are you asking whether I lied to the public during the election?
남자가 악이다.
Bruh, this is my president. Women are gonna lose all their rights. Imagine having an incel as a president.
남자는 사라져야 된다. 이런
There are a lot of militant feminists in Korea
militant feminists
who say that men are evil and men should disappear.
Ha Taek-young is a lawmaker from the ruling People Power Party and supports President Yoon's views on feminism. Do you want to get rid of the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family in South Korea?
그렇습니다.
Yes, I want to abolish the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family.
대표적인 배제론자인데 그리고 이제
I think that the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family is responsible for South Korea becoming the country with the world's lowest birth rate
된 것도 예산가족부
as gender conflict intensifies.
Do you agree that some of the policies your party has put forth aligns with what anti-feminists want in South Korea?
한국에서 페미니즘
When you say you're against feminism in Korea, it doesn't mean you're advocating sexism. It means you're against giving privilege to one gender over another.
한국의 페미니스트
Feminists in Korea are reverse discriminators. So of course I am against that.
신종역 차별
How do you think South Korea fits into the global discussion about gender equality?
그러니까 예를 들어
If you look at the case of Iran,
최근에
or more recently, Afghanistan, women are being mistreated. And I think we should be more concerned about societies like that when there's a lot of discrimination against women. This motherfucker really said, sorry, the women in Korea, they're just not being discriminated enough for me to give a fuck. We're better than Iran, the country that literally was destabilized by Western powers, but I'm just going to not register that. And why should I give a fuck about women being mistreated in the workplace and sexual assault and rape? Because did you think about the fact that they aren't living in Iran? Did you think about that? It's really sad how many like anti-feminist arguments are literally just whataboutism. I hate to pull out the debate logical fallacies, but the whataboutism is just insane. It's just crazy. It's fucking insane. A little bit of discrimination never killed anyone. Oh, wait.
The women aren't privileged in South Korea. Something that activist Park Ji-hyun is reminded of every day.
Looking at the situation in South Korean politics today, I feel like we're going backwards. Even if we look at the current government's key personnel, most of them are men. In South Korea, only 19% of the National Assembly members are women.
As a student journalist in 2019, Park helped uncover one of South Korea's largest online sex crime rings, which launched her career in politics. But once she was in office, Park became the target of relentless digital abuse. Some of these messages are extremely disturbing. They include threats of assault and genital mutilation.
When it was most frequent, I received hundreds of messages a day. I don't understand how someone could send messages like this to another person. Don't they realize that I'm a human being?
Do you think mainstream politicians presenting anti-feminist remarks has made anti-feminism go mainstream within South Korea?
It seems undeniable that anti-feminism is becoming more extreme. Young people need somewhere to vent their frustration. Many of them end up directing it at women.
But Park faces an uphill battle getting men in South Korea to agree with her. A 2021 poll found that nearly 80% of men in their 20s believe they face serious discrimination.
Chimera, thank you for the 2 months. I love how Westerners cry over how barbaric and uncivilized Western Asian societies are. Meanwhile, you have 14-year-old girls getting catcalled every day. Yeah. No, sexism is like, it's global. It's global. I am not personally going to be like, wow, the sexism in South Korea is so much worse than the US, or like the sexism in the US is so much worse than the sexism in South Korea. It's everywhere. I think comparing them is fucking stupid. I'm not saying that you were comparing them. I'm saying I disagree with doing that. But it is really cringe. Whenever people do it, all of the people who are like, we're civilized nations, we don't do this or this. It's like, dude, half the Republican fucking congressmen have like sexted teenagers. You have no place to talk on this topic. You have no place to be discussing this. You can't signal like moral superiority when you have a serious sexism problem in your country. Yeah, and then a good half of them were like literally in fucking pedophile rings, dude. Not in like the conspiracy way, but in the Jeffrey Epstein way of like literally Jeffrey Epstein had contacts with most of the people in fucking Congress, and most of them that he had contact with had access to his personal fucking sex ring. Icky, thank you so much for the 9 months. Thank you. They earn on average like a third more than women. How are they being discriminated against? Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's just someone in chat posted it, but when bigotry is the norm, equality feels like oppression or something like that.
70% of men in their 30s agreed. Do you think groups like yours that are against feminism have the potential?
That is so scary, by the way. That is so scary. That is insane. That like as a woman, you literally have a 1 in 5 chance of meeting a normal person. Sorry, as a woman in South Korea. If you are like a feminist in South Korea, 4 out of 5 men you talk to think that they are more oppressed than you. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It was my birthday a few days ago. A shout out would make my day, Peeposhi.
Happy birthday, I'm feeling blonde. Happy belated birthday. When you're accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression. Yes, exactly. Hold up, let me do a quick shout out for you. Where are we at? Is their idea of discrimination? They said some mean things on the internet? I suppose so. One of the main reasons behind the poll is that men in South Korea have mandatory military duty, and they often say women don't have to do mandatory military duty, so it's unfair. Is this real? I don't know enough about South Korea. My Korean woman best friend has told me for years that Korean men are POS due to this. Yeah. If you probably grow up in South Korea and you are exposed to like anti-feminist propaganda, and then when they take polls, literally 4 in 5 men think they're more oppressed. Dating sounds like it would be shit. Still no excuse to be a petty child? Yeah. BTS is on military duty now. Is that real? I can't tell. I genuinely have no idea. I just don't know enough about Korea. They are? Wait, are they actually? 2 members are serving right now? That is crazy. That's so crazy. I just got here. Is this a Korean feminist video? Yeah. Performing my K-pop song on the battlefield.
To be spaces where women get harassed unfairly.
충분히 있다 생각합니다. 하지만 저는
As a leader of this group, over the years, I've developed a sort of motto. Let's make a world where a feminist isn't forced to choose feminism. The reason why those people choose feminism is because they think that women are being harmed as a whole. What I really want to convey to them is that it's not really necessary.
This conversation sounds like you are an anti-feminist.
I'm not an anti-feminist at all. An anti-feminist would have no qualms about insulting women. What we're saying is that women should be protected. As a man, I live to protect the woman I love. Hey guys, you know who else said this shit? You know who else was peddling this same drivel? Steven Crowder. Sure, bud. I don't trust a single dude that says, we don't need feminism because I will protect women. I want to protect the woman I love. After watching the Crowder video, I am so burnt on people that say that garbage. It is like nowadays, if I hear someone say protect, if I hear a right-winger say, I live to protect the woman I love, I'm substituting protect with control. Women should remain helpless because I will help them. Also, why not live for other reasons? So this is another thing that confuses the fuck out of me, by the way. This is like a common incel opinion. I know Jordan Peterson peddles this a lot. I'm going to be honest, Jordan Peterson really fell off, not going to lie. But back when he was a little bit more popular, he used to talk about this a little bit more. And he used to say that the problem with today's society is that men are losing their purpose in life. Men's purpose in life used to be to protect the woman that they marry and to provide for their family. And now they don't have that anymore because women don't need that anymore because we gave them rights. And now men are lost. And it's like, get a hobby, bro. Get a job. I don't know. Learn to garden. Can't you find something else that can give you purpose? Why is the only way that you can find purpose in life to micromanage the woman you're married to? Go build a chair or like fix a car or something. I don't know. Get into Legos, you fucking weirdo. Get a new hobby. There's a lot of hobbies. I just listed like 5. You can find other purposes in life, dude. Lots of people I know who have found it very fulfilling. They do like a lot of like mutual aid work, and that is their purpose in life. They feel like their purpose in life is I have the means and time and energy to help other people. So I'm going to do that if I can. Other people I know, they're like, no, my purpose in life, I really want to get into fucking gardening. I feel one with nature. It makes me really happy. And I feel like I get to contribute to my community. I'll grow a fuck ton of zucchinis and then I'll just give them to all my neighbors for the next 3 weeks. Everyone's getting 10 zucchinis like every day. It's fine, you know? Like, just do what makes you happy in life. Why do you need this to have purpose? Controlling women is not a purpose, dude. It's like a pathetic hobby. Weakest gardener. Yeah. If you're a new gardener, chat, like there are some really easy things to grow. From my understanding, zucchini is really easy to grow. But it will like become your entire garden. So make sure you only grow a little, and you make sure you grow them in their own little like thing, because they fucking go crazy. Dill as well. Yeah, dill will go crazy. But from my understanding, zucchinis are really easy to grow if you're getting into it. Asparagus, pepela. Yeah. Mint is another one. Mint will consume your entire like garden. You're just gonna have a garden of mint, which is not that bad, by the way. But
a hero.
Do I consider myself a hero?
저는 영웅을
At best, I'm the kind of guy who can create heroes.
So one day in the future, you might be a hero.
뭐
Maybe one day.
Imagine Jordan Peterson playing with Legos.
He would start crying. You give him like a cathedral. You give him a cathedral Lego set and he just starts fucking bawling. He's like, it's just so beautiful. I can't believe the woke moralist would try and take this from us. Extra. We experienced an insulting incident 2 days ago. And then it's a recording of a video and it says, when we asked you what you'd like to say to men about gender equality, you answered they should urinate carefully. Are you saying that has something to do with gender equality? In this short video clip, many messages are conveyed. I think it can be interpreted as sexual harassment.
I want to talk about
what the fuck was that interaction? Is this just bad translation? What the fuck those were not human beings conversing with each other. Hey, in this short interaction where this woman said to close the door when you pee, she was sexually harassing us, or we were sexually harassing her. There's a lot to unpack here. Also, this is an AI generated conversation. What is going on? To be fair, that is sort of your average incel conversation.
Happened at the rally. What were you trying to achieve?
하지만 그래서
I went to the rally to gain insights about feminism and make efforts towards improving feminism and further gender harmony.
Camera, you were live streaming the whole thing. I mean, and you came at the end of the protest. What were you really trying to do?
네, 정말 저는
Damn, call him out. Call him the fuck out. I wanted dialogue. I had no intention of disrupting the rally.
행사를 방해하고 싶은 생각은 없어요. 저는
It's not a case of me wanting to disrupt the event because I'm against feminism.
방해하고 싶은 생각은 없었어요. 그래서 분과 이렇게
It was a good opportunity to exchange views with that woman. But after hearing what was said, there was nothing I could possibly say.
Are you surprised by her reaction, the feminists' reaction? I mean, you showed up in their space, right?
굉장히 놀랐습니다.
It really surprised me. I went in believing that they were sincere, and I felt completely betrayed.
You didn't even introduce yourself, though, as gender harmony people.
아, 네, 그랬었네요. 예.
Damn, go in. I don't even know Korean, but I know he capping. Debate perverts are really literally the same everywhere. Yup. She grilling him. She said, you didn't introduce yourself as a gender harmony person. And he's like, okay, true. Okay, true.
근데 정말
So yeah, that was a mistake on my part.
그건 제 실수가 많은 것 같습니다.
And you also referred to the feminist in after that protest on Saturday as someone who was sexually harassing you. Do you think that's a fair description of what she said to you?
그냥
If I feel you have humiliated me sexually in any way, according to Korean law, that qualifies as sexual harassment. So I thought it definitely had all the hallmarks of sexual harassment. Dude, fuck off. Dude, fuck off. Like, suck my dick. Oh my god, bro. Like, you're such a fucking beta. You're such a fucking beta male.
Korea.
가장 두려운 것은 남성과 여성이 스스로의
Oh, I missed what she was saying. That's sexual harassment? That's correct. That is. You're right. Sorry, I forgot that I'm a gamer. That's not, to me, that's not sexual harassment. That's just shit talking, okay? That's just what you say in video games, okay? Someone feeds in your lane. I don't even have a dick for him to suck. It's like when you play any video game and you teabag someone. The character doesn't have to have balls to teabag someone else. That's just shit talking, bro. Also, peeing with the door closed or asking someone to pee with the door closed is not sexual harassment, you fucking moron. The guy knows what he's doing, of course. He knows it's not sexual harassment. He's just trying to say, like, look at how bad our sexual harassment laws are. Look, this would technically constitute as sexual harassment. It's like, yeah, does any judge or jury, I don't know the system in Korea, the law system. I'm assuming they have judges and juries. Maybe that's an incorrect assumption on my part, in which case someone please clarify. If you took that to a court of law, the judge or jury would vote, this is not sexual harassment. It does? Okay. Most modern legal systems in most states have a judge and jury and stuff. So I just assume that's the way. But yeah, this is stupid. It's the same thing as like has anyone here heard of the difference between the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law? The train wreck meme is never going to die. It's so good. It doesn't matter what the law has written. What matters is the spirit of the law. If you took this to a courthouse and you were like, she sexually harassed me by telling me to pee with the door closed, the court of law is going to be like, are you fucking stupid? Get the fuck out of our courtroom right now. Like, this is a waste of our time. We have actual things that we have to deal with today. Ghost laws. Basically, it means that judges are going to... They don't care as much about exactly what the letters of the law say. They care about what the law means. And that's why there are judges and that's why there are juries. Same as the long contracts everyone signs. I mean, I don't know about that, but I get what you're talking about. My government has established trial by artificial intelligence. The real caveat is no limitation on sentencing. Yeah. Scalia is calling. He's crying. I'm still learning, but I assume that's what part of the precedent is for. Yeah. Yeah.
South Korea.
가장 두려운 것은
My greatest fear is that men and women lose their gender identities and end up being identical apart from their genitalia. You're gonna say all that with your chest. Are you serious? What the? I'm not anti-feminist. I just want women to have gender roles and I want men to have gender roles because it's the only thing that gives me purpose in life. You don't understand. I'm equality phobic. Okay. I don't think everyone should do what they want. Okay. He's just so smug about it. I know, dude. He is. God, oh my God. Cis men are afraid of androgyny. Yeah, I mean, it's the fear of androgyny is literally homophobia. 2 steps removed. Where's the rest of the video? Is that, oh, that's it. There's just like 5 seconds of nothing.